Hello everyone, welcome back to another Skylanders tier list. This time we are back again with Skylanders Trap Team, this time doing all the trappable villains in the game. Before I start, if you guys want me to do like other villains in other games, like I can do Giants where I rate like the final boss of Chaos and then either all boss battles in the game. I believe Trap Teams, not Trap Team, Giants is the one with the drill axe. But like if you want me to do all um if you want me to do all boss fights in the game, if you want me to do like all the regular enemies in the game, if you want me to do what else could I do? Or if you want me to like at the end once I've finished all the games to um do do all the chaoses, like all the chaos boss fights, I can do that as well. But yeah, just let me know in the comments what you would prefer if I were to like for more tier lists, if you guys want more tier lists. But anyways, let's get started. So first off, we have Bad Juju. Bad Juju honestly felt pretty nice. Like would throw those tornadoes and kind of target that area. The only problem I really had with it is I'm pretty sure like if you would miss the tornado, you'd kind of be stuck at shooting in that tornado. So it's still like you would still be firing at the wrong area. But being able to hit multiple enemies as well without the tornado was nice. I'm gonna put it into A tier to be honest. I really hope that once I get to Imaginators, that Bad Juju will still like hold up, like will still be as good as it was um in Trap Team as a trappable villain. Also, for those of you who don't know, I'm doing a playthrough of all the Skylanders games over on Twitch. The link will be down in the description. But yeah, if you guys want to watch, if you guys want to go watch that, go watch when I play, when I go live, go click on the link in the description. Go follow me over on Twitch. But yeah, let's continue. We have Blastertron. To be honest, Blastertron, uh, like I really love the design here. It's a really good design. I just feel like his shoot attack and then his jetpack wasn't the greatest. I'm gonna put him into B tier. Because he still felt nice, but yeah. Next up we have Bone Chompy. Bone Chompy, both of the Chompies surprisingly were really good. With the Bone Chompy, it goes around and chomps, obviously. And those attacks were really fast and did decent damage. And you could also put down like these mine things. It's kind of hard to explain, but you could put down like these little landmine things and it would chomp whenever people would go over him. I thought it was really good and it was really fast as well. I'm gonna put this. I feel like it's an S tier contender. I think I'm gonna put it into S tier just because I really like the design as well. And yeah, just all together, it's a really good villain. Next up, we have Brawl and Chain. His attacks go really well together. You like throw your one of your things to bring them closer, and then you do a spin attack to wipe out the enemies that are around you. I felt that he did like he felt pretty nice. I'm just not really sure. I don't think he's really deserving of A tier. I'm gonna put him into B tier. And to be honest, none of these villains are really too bad. Like they're all pretty good. And then we have Brawlrus. Brawlrus honestly wasn't too big of a fan of the attacks. He shot out like little starfish and he also shot out a big starfish. I'm gonna put him into C tier to be honest. I really wasn't a big fan of him. Next up we have Broccoli Guy. Broccoli Guy is pretty good. But yeah, overall, Broccoli Guy is really good. You place down his little healing thing and then you come back to your regular Skylander and you stand on it, and then you heal. You can also attack while you're healing as well. So like if enemies are constantly attacking you, you attack with him. Or you can switch in a Broccoli Guy to attack. Either one works. I mean, if you switch in a Broccoli Guy he doesn't really he's not really meant for damaging, but like at least your Skylander isn't gonna die and not be taking damage. I'm gonna put Broccoli Guy into A tier. Next up we have Bruiser Cruiser. Bruiser Cruiser didn't feel too great, to be honest. I mean, he did his punches, and then I think he like flopped on the ground and did this like anyone close to him would be taken out. To be honest, I didn't really mind it, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. I'm gonna put him into C tier. Um, yeah, I feel like he wasn't too great. Next up, we have Buzzerbeak. Buzzerbeak, man, I do not like Buzzerbeak. Like, he's cute, kind of, not really. um, but like, I don't know. He's he's all right. But his attacks did not feel great. He had this little like he would wait a sec and keep going in the air and then drop on the ground, which felt so slow. And he also had this attack where he kind of like dashed forward. Altogether, he didn't feel great. I'm gonna put him into D tier. Like, he's a villain, so like he's not awful, and then your regular Skylander isn't taking damage while you're using him, but he just wasn't a great villain. Next up, we have Chef Pepperjack. I love Chef Pepperjack. When he's like, I love all of his voice lines in the game. I love how he sounds his voice and stuff. And then when you're playing with him, you being able to hear his voice still as well. It's just great. I love Chef Pepperjack. We're gonna put him into A tier. His attacks feel really nice. He's a Doomlander as well. A lot of Doomlanders are pretty good for the most part. Besides one that I can think of right now. But yeah. Next we have Chill Bill. Chill Bill is just a guy, dude. I love Chill Bill. He's got really good music. When he comes out. But yeah, Chill Bill, Chill Bill is just a chill guy. He's honestly on his moves didn't feel the greatest. I didn't understand how to use him at first. I didn't realize that you had to like keep freezing until they like basically until the ice broke. But I'll put him into B tier. Next up, we have Chomp Chest. Chomp Chest, honestly, I would say it was pretty good just for the fact that, like, you're, just for the fact that, like, you are, like, able to get money with him as well. Like, if you go around the map, I think there's multiple points. I don't know if it's, like, every level has a certain amount of gold, like every level has 3 points or whatever. I don't know, but Chomp Chest felt pretty good with his attacks as well. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him into B tier, to be honest. Like his. I'm just not a big fan of his design. Like, it makes sense. It's one of those like mimic chests or whatever. It makes sense, but like I like there in the later levels there's this chest with like a minigun or something in its mouth, and I thought that was so funny. I like that one a lot more. But next up we have the Chompy Mage. The Chompy Mage, wow, dude, he's got a very like he's got like his main move sets, like he's got you can smack people with his staff, and then you've got the bringing out the chompies. If you're being like bombarded with attacks though, you can't really bring out the chompies because it takes a second. But overall his and then you could also become like the big chompy that like he is in every game, and then like do this stomp attack thing. Um, but yeah, I felt that his moveset wasn't bad. I also feel like it was a missed opportunity, missed opportunity for when he evolves. I feel like he should have became red, just like the Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Obviously, that came later on, so it makes sense. But like, also, if he would have became red, it would have made more sense because of the the fire, when like his second phase or whatever is the fire chompy, like the big chompy, it becomes like fiery. I feel like that would have been way better. Um, and also I feel like his big chompy form should also change when he evolves. But overall, not too bad. I'm gonna put him into A tier. I felt like he put up pretty well. And here we are with the regular Chompy. Regular Chompy is pretty similar to Bone Chompy, as I said. Um, he is not going into S tier though. I feel like I much rather prefer the little bone mines on the ground than um the Chompy, the regular Chompy where he summons in Chompies, and he obviously does the chomping attack. But he is still really good. I feel like he's just between S tier and A tier. So he is gonna go into S tier, but like he's definitely high S, like A tier. Like I can move him. Why? Thank you. I can move him like this, but like it doesn't make much of a difference because like all of the people in A tier are just like A tier. I don't really have them like ranked or whatever, if that makes sense. Like, but yeah. Next up we have the Cuckoo Clocker. I don't really remember what this guy does, to be honest. Um, like a lot of the characters, when I don't know what they do, I mainly go based off of design, and like it docks them a couple points just because. Okay, if I don't remember what they do, that normally means that they weren't a very good character. But I'm gonna put him into B tier. I don't mind his design. I might even go into. We're gonna put him into C tier, to be honest. I don't mind his design, but like, eh. Next we have Dreamcatcher. Do not like Dreamcatcher. I remember her doing like her little slam attack on the ground. I think that's what causes the little vortex thing. I don't really get to use that too much. And she shoots out her sheep. And I think she does one more attack. I don't know if those vortex attack and the slam attack are different, so maybe there's not one more attack. But I did not like Dreamcatcher. And then her just being a floating head, I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm going to put her into C tier. Next up, we have I-5. I-5 didn't feel too bad. He shot out things from his hand or whatever, and he repeatedly slammed the ground. I feel like he was okay, but like I'm gonna put him into B tier. Next we have Ice Cream. I do not like her design. Also, she didn't feel too great. Like she shot out a bunch of eyes and she shot out a big eye, but I feel like she's C tier. I just do not like her design at all. I like her name though. Ice Cream. You scream. We all scream for ice cream. I felt that was kind of funny. But next up we have Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs, I believe I don't remember if he brought in people, but he stretched out his arm, and he also had this little like kind of turret thingy. Not really, not turret. But he had this like um he shot his hand kind of up in the air, and then like you could control where it goes. I felt like it wasn't too bad, but it also wasn't too great. We're gonna put him into B tier. Next up, we have the Golden Queen. The Golden Queen was really good. She would down her turret that did pretty decent damage, and while her turret was down, you could be doing more damage at the same time um, with either your main attack, which you kind of did like a little spin, and then you like just would damage everyone around you, or you would but then you'd normally want to first turn them into gold, which gave you money as well. Overall, she felt really good. Being able to get money with her, and then her two attacks being really solid. I'm going to put her into S tier. I feel like she is very deserving of that S tier rating. Next up, we have the Grave Clobber. Grave Clobber wasn't anything I feel too special. He just felt like a regular melee guy. But yeah, Grave Clobber wasn't anything too special, but not anything too bad either. I'm gonna put Grave Clobber into B tier. I feel like he might be more deserving of A tier, just design wise. I really like his design. I'm gonna put him in A tier. This is my tier list. I put him where I want. Next up we have Grenade. Grenade, honestly, wasn't too big of a fan. He would obviously explode. He had a main attack where he exploded, and then he also shot out his little minions as well that kind of followed him. and they were like his little babies. They looked exactly like him. But yeah, they'd follow him, and then I think they would target other people, and then when you exploded, I believe they also exploded. I'm gonna put him into B tier. I mean, I like him, but not too much. Man, dude, this website I'm using for this tier list, kind of side note, it's giving me like so many ads and it's so distracting. Like, there's so many of them. Um, anyways, next up we have the Gulper. To be honest, we didn't really fight the Gulper. The Gulper was just like, you make it through the level, which wasn't hard, and then you get the Gulper. I felt like that was kind of. I feel like, I mean, it makes sense kind of because like you are like it's the first level, but like I don't think any other villains did that, which I'm glad. It's a lot more fun being able to fight them than like, I mean, I know there's ones like, I believe Broccoli Guy did this in the Mastermind, but they just run away the whole time. Um, but yeah, I don't honestly the Gulper wasn't too bad. His moveset felt pretty nice. He had his little dash attack, his like trident attack, and there was something else. I don't remember what that other attack was. I'm gonna put him into B tier though. I mean, he is a Doom Raider, but I don't think he's. Oh, I didn't mean to scroll there, but I don't feel like he's really deserving of like anything more than like maybe A tier. Next up, we have Hoodsicle. Hoodsicle is just so well designed, I feel. I really like this design. I'm a big fan of like kind of more like kind of like this where like they're I don't know, I just like cool. That's what I like. And normally it makes me like especially in Pokemon, a lot of people think my favorite Pokemon are basic, but oh well, I don't really care. I like what I like, and Hoodsicle is what I like. I'm gonna be honest, don't really remember fully what he did. I'm assuming he did like a teleport attack, and then also he did like a little attack with his scythe thing. I'm gonna put him into A tier. I like him. I like him a lot. Next up we have Dr. Crankcase. Dr. Crankcase, I feel wasn't too bad, but he wasn't too great. Um, he had a little attack where he would like kind of spin around and wipe out everyone near him. Then he had his shoot. He shot out goo, which was definitely his best attack. Him shooting out the goo was definitely his best attack. He would shoot out the goo and then it did good damage. And then he had his little electricity thing that stunned enemies. I feel like his electricity felt a little out of place, but overall, Dr. Crankcase felt good. I'm gonna put him into I'm gonna put him into A tier. I feel like he's deserving of it. I like Dr. Crankcase. Next up, we have this guy. I believe his name is Krankenstein. Um, honestly, he wasn't too bad. Um, he would he would do this attack where he would like kind of like suck enemies in, and then I don't and then he would blow them out. I feel like it's kind of similar to Gusto if I remember correctly. Um, that's the only attack I really remember from him, but it was honestly not too bad. It kind of the only thing that really was like bad about it was like it limited his mobility a lot. So like you kind of had to be like aimed correctly beforehand. So that's gonna dock him a few points. I'm gonna put him into B tier though. I feel like B tier is deserving. Next up we have Lobgoblin. Lobgoblin was not really a big fan of. Um, I believe you like just threw regular bombs with him, and then also he would throw all these bombs, and then like you would try and like connect them up to make like in between them there'd be like lasers or whatever. I don't know if that makes much sense. Also don't like how like here he doesn't have his like little magnet thing on his head. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, I'm gonna put him into C tier to be honest. Next up we have Luminous. Luminous is so well designed, I feel, but uh his attacks felt, I don't know. His attacks just didn't feel very great. I just feel like they were, well, no, I wouldn't say all of his attacks. His turret attack that kind of swooped around and like it did a circle, and everyone in the nearby radius would just get attacked. That felt good. His drop attack, where he dropped that big crystal down onto people, that felt alright. But his main attack, he would shoot forward. That felt really nice. But when he shot outwards, like he would shoot forward for a couple seconds and then shoot outwards. Yes, it may be good for clearing out enemies, but like at the same time, if I wanted to, I could just spin in a circle and clear out enemies. So that's gonna dock him a couple points. I'm gonna put him into A tier. If he just shot straight the whole time, I feel like he'd be much better. Next up we have Mablobs. I believe he would just only shoot out kind of grenades. I feel like he was really similar to Ice Cream in a way, but just bombs instead of little eyeballs. But yeah, I think he just shot out little bombs and then big bombs. So honestly, he wasn't bad though. I'm gonna put him into B tier. I like the whole Mirror of Mystery kind of adventure pack. It was a lot of fun. Being able to see like Flynn, dude. I am convinced that Flynn was like the original Costco guy, dude. He kept like the regular Flynn says boom, and then evil Flynn says doom. I don't know. That was kind of silly. I don't know. But next up we have Mastermind. Mastermind honestly wasn't too great. He could control enemies, but like if they were too small, they would just get one tapped. If they were too big, they wouldn't get controlled. And then if they were some enemies, like this one enemy I traded on, he shot out this little laser thing, that like electricity kind of thing. He shot out like a beam of, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not explaining it well at all. But yeah, he would like shoot out the attack and he would target other enemies, but it still injured me and didn't injure the enemies. So I'm gonna put him into I'm gonna put him into C tier. Like why is it doing this, dude? I like his like overall like uniqueness, but like I just feel it wasn't executed well. Next up, we have Nightshade. Nightshade is really quick. I don't know if it's quicker than the Chompy, but he's quick. I don't really think I got much of an opportunity to play with him. But overall, I feel like he wasn't too great. Um, I'm gonna put him into B tier. He's really quick, but like, Next up, we have Pinata. I love Pinata, dude. He is going into 8. Why? Mouse, please work. I think it's all these ads, dude. I think it's all, like, they're just messing up me being able to click. Next up, we have the Rage Mage. He would take forever to summon this orb. The orb did really good damage if you were able to summon it, but, like, dude, it took forever. And then he'd also do, like, this kind of, like, dash attack. It wasn't too bad. But to be honest, I'm gonna put him in a B tier. Like he's good. I just feel like his orb took way too long to charge. All right, next up we have the Scrap Shooter. To be honest, I didn't like his moveset. He shot out these barrels, and then he shot out more barrels. That's kind of how I feel a lot of these enemies are. They've kind of just got two of the same attack. They shoot out barrels, and then they shoot out more barrels, or they shoot out bombs, and they shoot out more bombs, they shoot out starfish, and they shoot out more starfish. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't too great. I'm just gonna put him into B tier. Next up, we have Sheep Creep. Sheep Creep definitely wasn't the greatest villain. He's from the first level. It makes sense. They're not gonna give you an overpowered villain. But he's just a regular sheep besides these two cannon turret thingies that come out the side of him. You can't really see it in this picture, but yeah. And then I don't really he shoots out, he does this attack where he shoots out, and he does another attack where he kind of like puffs up and like shoots out like wool. I don't know. He wasn't too great. I'm gonna put him in a C tier. Next up we have Shield Shredder. He shot down these like two saw blades behind him, and that attack I did not like at all. It felt like it just missed every time. But for his main attack, I mean, it was all right. It was all right um for clearing out enemies. We're gonna put that into the why is it doing this, dude? Oh, it's making me mad. Um, we're gonna put him in a B tier. Next up we have Shrednaught. Don't Not too big of a fan. I mean, I like how if you're not even attacking, it does damage. You can just sit still, and it does damage, and like you don't even have to press the attack button. And I think it does an attack where it spins around, and then I don't remember what the other attack is. Oh wait, the dude on top does something. I'm gonna put him into B tier though. Next up we have Bombshell. Bombshell, was okay. He did something with his shell. I think he did like a spin attack with his shell, I believe, and he also threw bombs. There's a big theme with bombs in this game, dude. There's so many enemies that use bombs, but I didn't mind him. He is B tier. There's so many just B tiers. I feel like that's kind of how it is with a lot of tier lists. Like they're right in the middle, where they're not bad, but they're not great. Next up we have Crossgrow. He's going into, I feel like he can go into C tier. I don't fully remember what he does. I don't like his design too much. I remember he shot out like these arrow thingies, but I don't remember what the other attack was. But yeah. Next up we have Slobber Trap. He would lick the ground, and then he would like, it would slow down enemies. I think he would also like probably bite or something. I don't remember. Um, he wasn't too bad, but he wasn't too great. I'm gonna put him into B tier, like a lot of other people. Next up, we have Smokescream again. Don't remember what this guy does. There's just so many characters in this game where like it's hard to remember what they all do, especially even, well, like even after I just played with them, like it's hard, and then it's like my first time playing with them. But yeah, I mean, Smokescreen was all right. I feel like he wasn't. I have a feeling he wasn't too great though. I'm just gonna put him into B tier because I can't remember. Next up we have Tycoon Crow. I believe he had his little katana attack where you'd like attack people with his katana, and then he also had shurikens as well. I'm gonna put him into A tier. I feel like he's just on the border of S tier again, like Green Chompy. So I guess I'll put him over here with Green Chompy. But like again, this doesn't really matter the order, because like I love Pinata, so you could probably go over like closer to here. But yeah, overall, I feel like I like Tycoon Crow a lot. I like his design too. Next up, we have Threat Pack. This is another one. Again, I don't really remember what he does, so I'm going based off of design. He'll go into B tier. Next up, we have Trolling Thunder. I love how I can remember all of these names, but can't remember their movesets. Next up, we have Trolling Thunder. I did not like him. I felt like he overshot his attacks a lot. But yeah, he's gonna go into B tier. Next up, we have Tussle Sprout. I remember he shot out like this puff or whatever kind of thing. It was kind of similar to Mask Your Mind. It was just like this like circle of like kind of like gas, I guess. I'm gonna put him into B tier again. Next we have Volking, immediate A tier. Um, his moveset wasn't the greatest. It was pretty good. He would like do this little dash attack where he's kind of like um he kind of like kneel like on his knees. He did like dashes forward, if that makes sense. Which was okay for clearing out enemies. And then he would attack with his instrument. He'd attack all the people around, like in front of him. And he'd shoot out music notes as well. I don't remember what his music notes did, but I love his design. I've always loved Wolfgang. He was he's always been one of my favorites, if not my favorite villain in the game. And finally, we have Chaos. I don't know why this is the Chaos from the show, but he's going into S tier. He has a very unique move set. He he would shoot out these sharks, um, which I thought it was okay. And then he had this attack where for every element besides light and dark, probably because you could capture chaos before the light and dark elements came out, so I didn't want to like spoil that. But he had this move where he like would switch between the elements, and like you could hold it down to specifically choose a specific element. um but I feel like magic was his one of his best because you could regain your time, which was crazy. And then I feel like most of his other attacks were like like they're okay, but like they're good, but like they're not like anything crazy. I feel like probably his undead attack was probably his best. But yeah, overall his move set like, and then he had this other one where if you remember from Spyro's Adventure, he would turn into the big head. And in that big head attack, he could either like do this attack where he like kind of yells, I believe, and then like attacks people near him. I don't remember if I'm remembering that correctly. And then also he would shoot lasers out of his eyes. Overall, he has a very big move set. He has like a like for a villain. I mean, it makes sense because it's Chaos, the big villain. Also, I kind of feel like it sucks that like he's the only person in his trap that like you can capture. You can only capture Chaos, and that's it. But yeah, I love his I'm in like it's Chaos. He's he's in all the games. He's the main villain in all the games. But yeah, that's kind of about all I have for you today. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. Again, if you like Skylanders content, definitely go follow my Twitch. Also, if you like talking about the Skylanders, kind of like how I've been talking about Skylanders this whole video. If you like talking about Skylanders, I do have a Discord. It's got a lot of like games. Like if you like Pokemon Skylanders, um, I've got other games like Minecraft. If you like discussing those kind of things, I have a community that also likes talking about those things. I like talking about those things. So you can definitely join the Discord if you want as well. Link will also be in the description. And then if you like Skylanders content, I post a lot of Skylanders content on here, so definitely consider either especially giving me a like, and then if you made it this far, you probably like my content. So I definitely also suggest, you don't have to, but I definitely appreciate if you'd also subscribe. But that's about all I have for you today. Again, thank you all for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. I really hope, I mean, if you don't agree with me, definitely call me an idiot in the comments. I don't really mind. If there's things you would change, let me know. If there's like anything you want to discuss, definitely leave a comment and let me know kind of what you would change. But yeah, it's kind of enough rambling. I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your day, night, depending on where you are, and bye guys.